Woohoo! Day 10.
We are in Charlotte,
City
North
number 5.
Carolina. Yes, it's so exciting. And look, I'm wearing this T-shirt. Some girl in the elevator said, she goes, "Oh, you're in the right city to wear that T-shirt."
We are on brand. And we have
my
special
God,
guest stars.
Look who's here.
Look who it is.
He's joining
Yay!
us.
It's so exciting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Welcome to our Southeastern Sordid Tour.
You guys must be worn out.
They are bringing fresh energy and pep to Charlotte.
We are ready to go.
We've lost Ann Walker.
We have wore her out.
The widow Walker's asleep.
She is just resting up, ready to come back with vim and vigor. I know her.
That's right.
She's got 2 sets of hair to do. She's
So
got
many
the hair
things.
that she puts on and the hair that she
Puts on top of the hair.
And the eyelashes, don't forget those. That's a full-time job.
Put on a good face.
I mean, that line, well, I work at it.
And we do. We are headed for a very sordid happy hour, so we'll see you soon, Charlotte.
20 years ago, as a wildly successful play, Sordid Lives then became a movie and popular TV series. And now the sequel to Sordid Lives is a movie called A Very Sordid Wedding, and it's premiering in Charlotte. This morning, we welcome Dale Pierce with Rosedale Medical, the sponsor of the movie event in Charlotte, along with 2 of the stars from the movie, Rosemary and Noel Alexander. Good morning to all of you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Of course, Dale, great to see you again, and thanks for visiting us from California. We're glad you're here.
We're loving Charlotte. What a beautiful city.
Oh, that was the right thing to say. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, let's talk about this movie. Give us a little sneak peek of what we can expect.
Well, first of all, it's outrageously funny.
Yeah.
And it's about family and it's about community. And we all know what goes on with moms and dads and sisters and cousins and how they get at each other. And it creates a lot of humor if it's not your family.
That's true. When it's other people's families. Would you agree? Is that a good synopsis of what we can expect?
Yeah, I think it is. It's a story about equality and love. And I'm proud to say that in my long career, I've never been the romantic lead in a movie, and I'm kind of that in this one, and it thrills me to death.
That's great. Some big names in this too. I see Bonnie Bedelia, right? Right
Yes,
there.
who's wonderful.
Oh, I love
wonderful actress.
Yeah, she is. And there was a review of her, and they said Muse, you know, the wonderful woman that got more beautiful as she got older in Greek mythology. Someone said, we never thought we would see her as Muse in a movie by Del Shores. You know, she's so gorgeous in this movie.
Lovely.
I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Why do you think there's such a fan base for this?
Well, because we're speaking to the hearts of the community who live the life of feeling outside and less than accepted and loved because of their difference of how they want to live. And so when you sing their song, you know, it's a hymn to the choir.
Yes, it is.
Luckily, it's funny enough and a great enough writing that other people love it too. And it helps other people get that we're all the same inside. And that's
a great message. It really is a great message.
It is.
Now, you're reprising your roles. You were part of the original cast. What made you want to come back to this project nearly 20 years later?
Well,
oh boy, as actors who are not stars, I mean, you know, we're mid-range actors. We work a lot. We've made our living as actors for 30 years, over 30 years actually. But to be recognized for a nice role like this is a thrill for us. It's a thrill. And the message is correct. We made the first movie 17 years ago, and it's come back.
And Del Shores is an amazing writer, and you want his words to say because they're never expected, they're funny, they're touching, they're outrageous, and our fans of the movie love us.
Yeah, I know everyone's really excited. Dale, let's talk about, you know, your company, Rosedale Medical, is sponsoring this movie event. All the details coming up in just a second. But why do you think it's so important to tell this story right now?
I think it's so important, you know, especially for us at Rosedale Medical. We're obviously an LGBT-friendly medical practice in Huntersville. And it's with the climate of everything that's going on in North Carolina, around marriage equality and around the current administrations and all of the issues. It's nice to have this really strong message, but be able to laugh about it. And so bring it out to the community, and that's why we were so glad we could bring it to everybody.
It really is a message about love and equality and acceptance, and it all wrapped up in humor.
Absolutely.
Right? It's going to be really fun. A Very Sordid Wedding premiere. It's tomorrow night at McGlowan Theater.
But there's not a bad seat in the McGlowan.
I know,
You've
it's
been
great.
there.
Oh,
It's a
I
great
love that
theater.
place. It's a great theater.
And that's where we did the play Sordid Lives last year when I was last with you.
Yes, and you'll be there, right? You're
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
you're
we
around
were.
all
And the
day.
cast is going to do a Q&A after the movie as well. So.
And we'll be there. It's a pre-party before, so
Yeah.
if you come to that, we'll shoot pictures, we'll talk, we'll laugh, we'll have a lot of fun.
We're fan friendly.
I can tell you seem very sweet and approachable.
Hi, it's Rosemary.
I'm Newell.
We just finished an interview on WNCN promoting the screening tomorrow night of A Very Sordid Wedding.
Oh boy, what a good interview we had here.
Colleen's gorgeous and a warm hostess, and we just had a really good time. We're loving Charlotte. We're looking forward to seeing everybody. There's a cocktail party
We're
tonight.
gonna have a big Q&A tomorrow night after the show. And if you want to ask me any personal questions, please don't.
Just tell them, I forget.
Thanks.
Should I, you famous? My precious, precious Tammy was famous. It was her blessing and her curse. Pills. I'm just a lost soul roaming the highways. Well, that's poetic. You know, I like the way you look. Rough. Rough trade. Rough trade. Who I am.
That was a clip from the new comedy, A Very Sordid Wedding, the sequel to the hit play, movie, and TV series Sordid Lives.
And joining us now at North Carolina premiere is writer-director Del Shores and producer and co-star Emerson Collins, who you just saw in that clip as Billy Joel.
Very cool, guys. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so
That
much
was
for
really cool to
having
see,
us.
and then you're here. So
Right.
that was very neato. So talk about what you guys are doing here. There's a screening.
Yes, there's a screening tonight, and it's just like one night only here in Charlotte, but a great crowd already. There's a few tickets left, and we are going on. This is our fifth of 6 cities, so that we're screening. This is a sequel to my movie Sordid Lives, which became
Yes.
kind of a cult crazy thing, and then it was a series, and so 17 years later, the sequel.
So
Yep.
what is it?
I was going to say, what's it like revisiting that after so many years?
You know what? It was really, truly like a big family reunion.
Yeah.
Most all the actors came back, and we happened to like each other.
Yeah.
You know. So, and then there were some new faces. Emerson's one of the new characters in the film, and some great cameos. Whoopi Goldberg's in the film, and Carol Cook and Alec Mapa.
So when you're jumping into a role that's pretty much new, but you're obviously this is new to you. What is it like? Do you feel as though you have to live up to what they did 17 years ago?
Yes, absolutely. I mean,
Absolutely.
all of my scenes are with Emmy winner Leslie Jordan. You know, we've got Bonnie Bedelia and Whoopi Goldberg and Caroline Rhea, all these comedic geniuses. So yes, you step in and go, wow, this is a well-built family. But it's also really exciting. You know, the message of the piece is about what happens when marriage equality comes to small-town Texas. It's not quite ready for it. And so it's a really powerful thing to be a part of.
And now going forward, where is the screening tonight?
Tonight it's at the McGlowan Theater.
And we know the film was actually written several years ago, but it's still very topical. You know, North Carolina has been dealing with things like HB2, the bathroom bill, that sort of thing. As you go around, do you see that things have gotten better, or do you feel it's more divisive?
I think both.
Really?
I think it has gotten a lot better. And one of the things I celebrate in the writing of this and in the performance is that their people have evolved.
Right.
Especially when they have a family member or a friend who's gay or trans, and this movie sort of sheds exposure on those who are kicking and screaming loudly as a result of love.
It's sort of the nature of equality moving forward, that
Yeah.
people that prefer the status quo will clamor loudly, but that sort of shows you that you're
Right.
getting somewhere. And we love that it was Charlotte's equal rights ordinance that started this entire process. You know, it was the wanting to protect marginalized communities here in your community is what launched the campaigns that have happened here.
Yeah.
Did you guys face many challenges in getting this film made?
Well, there's always challenges in getting a small film made because we really have to do everything. I mean, you know, raising the money. And we're so fortunate that we have a very, very large fan base. We have investors right here in Charlotte, you know, so we have been really fortunate that the fans wanted this. So there were Indiegogo campaigns, and you know, Mitchell Gold, Bob Williams, their store put money into this, and they're featured in the film. So yeah, it was challenging, right, Emerson?
Never a dull moment trying to get a movie made.
Yeah.
Never a dull moment. All right, thank you guys again. That is tonight at 7:30.
Thanks again for being here. That was really cool to see.
In the morning news here in Charlotte. Yes, and we are passing Billy Graham Library. Dale, did you want to stop?
You know, I've read enough. I have just read enough, and I'm so scared that Franklin would be there, and I just have to slap the shit out of him.
Well, yes, that'd be appropriate.
You know,
Bless
like
his bigoted heart.
Jesus did in the Money Changers. That's the way I justify it.
I love that you just cross like the Shakespeare, like slapping the glove across the face for a duel with Jesus and the Money Changers at the market.
Well, Jesus had that thing, right? Did he have some kind of...
I don't think his wrist popped like that. I don't know if Jesus...
You don't know.
And
you don't know how
Changers.
Jesus' wrist was. That was a long time ago. You don't know.
A little floppy. Well, obviously it's...
Okay, it was like this. Is that better?
Yes, that was much more mask for mask.
Thank you. I have to learn from you. You're the king of transforming.
Yeah. So we did the news in Charlotte early on a Saturday morning, and we're super excited for our big old screening tonight. It was actually really fun. We got to talk about it. You know, we spent 2.5 years on our radio show talking about all the journey in North Carolina with treating LGBT people correctly and HB2. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah. So we talked to Lindsay and Howard.
They're real sweet.
They were. Lindsay's from Winston-Salem. I get to know people, y'all. I just get to know them.
Lord, he does. Look at that cast of characters. Come on in at our VIP party.
I'm Del Shores. How are y'all? Charlotte, thank y'all so much. We are so thrilled to be here in this gorgeous space, and we want to thank Del and Ed and everybody who helped put this together tonight, and for all of you for supporting us for so many years. And we got a fun movie for you tonight, so we're excited to share it with you. Now, after this, if you want individual pictures with us or whatever, we'll sign anything you put in front of us. So, just, you know, that's the level of celebrity we are. Again, thank y'all so much. Y'all have anything to say?
I just love being back here in Charlotte. Many of you saw me last year in Sordid Lives.
Yes.
And I had a great time then, and I'm having a great time now. So thank you very much for coming out to see our movie. We're real proud of it. We really are.
Thank you for doing it. Well, I would say it took a big old sordid village to make this film. And we are so grateful that we got to do one more. So thank y'all so much. And we're around. Y'all come hang with us, all right?
Yeah, thanks for the
Here we are at the McGlowan Theater in the beautiful lobby with all the people getting ready. Oh, there's Miss Ann Walker going in. But let's be clear that the longest line is not to get into the theater, it's at the bar to buy the liquor. This is just the bar line. Lord, liquor makes comedy work better, don't it? And here we are in the beautiful McGlowan Theater. Once they finish at that bar line, it will be all full up. And it used to be a church. Very pretty.
Well, for coming out and braving the rain. My name is Dale Pierce, and I'm here to introduce to you two of my very favorite people, the creator of the whole Sordid Lives experience, Mr. Del Shores. Hello, Charlotte. I was giving to you. I was going to let you have a moment.
I know, but his applause is bigger than mine, so I just wanted to come
Ladies and gentlemen, a star of A Very Sordid Wedding and the co-producer, Mr. Emerson Collins.
We are so excited to be tonight. And I just want to say thank you, Dale Pierce. I mean, this man organized so much of this tonight. I want to thank all of y'all for supporting our sordid shit for so many years. I mean, it just keeps going and going. I love you and I love Charlotte. Thanks for the love you're showing us tonight. We were going to be back here tonight after the show. Please don't go. You gotta listen to us talk some more shit, all right? I just want to thank a couple of people because, like Del said, it takes a sordid village to make this happen. But I also want to say a very special thanks. You know, Rosedale Medical is our presenting sponsor, and along with Dale Pierce, Dr. Fred Cruikshank and his investment in our film really made this happen. Where is he? Where's the doctor? And another one of our investors from right here in Charlotte, Mr. John Kroll, is here, and we are grateful to you. And we could not have done tonight's event without Davey Green and the help of HRC North Carolina, and also the important work that you guys do, so thank you. Great time at the bar at 316 last night, and after we finish tonight, we will truck over there for a while to drink and talk and jaw, so join us over there. Before we get started, I just want to say this is really special. Well, you know, we know that North Carolina has been on a quite interesting journey for the LGBTQ community, but it started because Charlotte decided that it was important to respect and protect marginalized LGBTQ people. You just make movies, but y'all are changing the world and changing the state by being here. And I want to, you know, I know he's talked about Jeff Jackson is here, and we have Mayor Wally Clark from Lexington. We do it in the arts, and you do it in the law, and we all do it walking down the street, and so we all do our part to do what we can, where we can. So this is truly special for us, so thank you so much.
Most of you know, a lot of you have been to this theater in November every year for the last 7 years. Rosedale Medical, Different Roads Home, have done an event called an Evening of Hope and Inspiration. And we're going through some great changes with Rosedale Medical. We're going to be opening a clinic uptown soon, and we're going to be kind of forming a new nonprofit that's going to offer more services for those that are battling HIV in our community. One of the things that we tried to do in the last couple of years is we really liked to recognize certain individuals who stood up for not just people's lives who are marginalized by HIV, but the entire LGBT community. I would like to bring Miss Ann Walker to the stage right now. People with HIV in the LGBT community, Charlotte as a whole, and my husband Ed and I would like to thank you and present you with our Humanitarian of the Year Award.
I'm so surprised. You know what? It hasn't taken anything out of me to love you. It's given me so much back to love you all. And I've started this journey back 21 years ago with Del Shores, and I didn't realize what an impact we were going to have, and what an impact that what he put those words in my mouth, and he wrote this part for me, and he knew that I was a real ally, but I didn't even know the depth of my alliance to this community. I didn't. But when I started my radio show and my journey as Aunt Lavonda, to all of you sweet guys who get in touch with me and say you're at my Aunt Lavonda or you're my Aunt Rita, Del Shore's Aunt Rita, it makes me so happy and moved and honored that you have allowed me to be a part of your lives. And I swear, Dale and Ed, Alex and Chad, you're like my family here. You know you are. And I love Charlotte, I really do. And it's moving and shaking, and you gotta keep it up, and I'm sorry you have to keep working at it so fucking hard. But I'll tell you, we're gonna get him out of the office. We'll get back to He's a big old crook and a liar, and we're all gonna find out, and we'll just say, don't let the door hit you in the ass. Thank you. I love you.
You want a moment now? No, I just want to give you something because you have been so special to us in this journey. Brother Boy has expanded his career to Dolly and Tammy and Loretta in a show called We Three Queens of Opry Are. So we'd like the cast sign this for you, and then we gave you a little mini poster to put in your office or just to wipe your ass with. So, Joe Pierce, y'all, we'll see you at the end. Enjoy a Very Sordid Wedding!
So the screening of A Very Sordid Wedding just started here in Charlotte, and we talked a lot about the political history here in North Carolina of HB2 and HB 2.0 and how it all started. And I walked outside after that really heartwarming conversation and hearing Anne get that award to see a completely full rainbow after the rain over Charlotte. And it just sort of felt lovely and symbolic.
Oh, thank you, Charlotte. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Wow. All right. Well, you make us feel good. Well, let's bring up the others. She played Dr. Eve, and we love her so much. Miss Rosemary Alexander. We're going to do a little Q&A for you. Mr. Noel Alexander, who played Wardell Owens right here. Serial killer was Emerson Collins, who's also a producer, Miss Ann Walker, who played LaMonda. Thank you all. I love that this was once a church. Fuck yeah. All right, any questions for us? Yes, sir. What's up? Winston-Salem is tomorrow. I'm kidding.
Oh, actually, because you just said that, it was just announced, tell your friends we're having such a great time in our North Carolina tour, that we now have a screening in Durham, August the 12th. So that's on our Facebook page and on our website. The tickets aren't on sale yet, but spread the word.
Yeah, we're the centerpiece of the festival
At
there.
the North Carolina Gay and Lesbian Film Festival.
Right, yes. Yes, sir, Mr. Texan in the cowboy hat.
Dale, it was obvious that you really poured your heart out in this movie. I mean, we saw so much in this movie that you haven't showed in other movies. And was there a reason why you made the decision to really...
Well, here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to really show how we have all evolved. Not just us, but politicians and people in the church. And some people are still stuck, you know, and we still have to fight those people. But I wanted to celebrate that there were Latrells and there were sissies, and we've always had our Levant. But I just wanted to show that there is an evolution going on, and I wanted to celebrate the progress that we have made in the last 17 years. And show, yes, we do have more fight to keep our rights, but that's what I wanted to do. So I wanted to show my passion that I've had as an activist.
Thank you so much for making this and doing A Very Sordid Wedding. Damn you for making us wait 17 years.
Who else?
So what was it like when you finally decided that you were going to get back together again?
Heaven. Heaven. We're such a family that when we all get together, since we were all together in 1996, every incantation that we've, incarnation, actually, that we've had, we just fall right back into being a family, and we all are friends outside of the TV and movie making. So we get to see each other quite a bit. So
it's not the end for us.
No. We will pester you on social media for the rest of your fucking life. You gotta keep us. I know you will.
Excuse me for a second.
Certainly.
I know you want a big award.
Uh-huh.
But would you let me tell a story?
Of course.
They are friends.
So go ahead. You better make it nice, though.
Okay, thank you. Well, you know, during the run of this on stage, we did a Sordid Lives, It's a Drag, where everybody switched roles. And I played Bitsy May.
He was the ugliest Bitsy May ever, but he committed, y'all.
I swear to God, I looked like Queen Elizabeth as a crack addict.
You were.
I was G.W. Nethercott with the wooden legs. And of course,
And I sat it out. I didn't want to do that.
And I was Latrell.
You were too pretty to do it.
I was too pretty. Thank you.
and Levon and Sarah Hunley, who plays Juanita, played Ty.
Any other questions we got?
Over here.
How about up there? Anybody?
Over here.
Yeah.
Kind of two parts. Like of all the directions you could have gone, what inspired you to examine the human side of a serial killer? And then in playing that role, was anything you wrestled with?
Well, y'all, I don't know why I chose to write about this serial killer. I have a little bit of an obsession with serial killers, and I wanted to get into the psychology of that. And y'all, sometimes I look at this and I go, God, I worry about myself. I mean, what the fuck? But I wanted to show that we are all humans to a degree, and that we have to scratch a little bit deeper to find what the pain that caused anything. I mean, not that I'm celebrating, you know, murder, but I thought that this was a great collaboration, and this was a perfect casting for that role. I love Emerson in this role. Wait, what was the second part?
When you knew that you had to play this role, was there anything that you wrestled with in playing it, and how you played it?
Well, you know, I'm a method actor, so I went out and killed some people. It's fun, you know, it tells brilliant characters, and part of our deal is you write me a great character and I'll make a movie for you, and it works out a lot better for me, I feel like. And it's fascinating. There are geniuses throughout this cast. We have 32 of the most amazing actors, and getting to share the screen with Leslie Jordan in an interesting and complicated character that's suddenly emotional in the midst of high comedy and stretch. As an actor, that's amazing, and as a producer, it's a joy to have these incredible people to make movies with.
And he's a real good producer.
He's not. Who else?
Who had the most outtakes?
When we were filming the We Three Queens of Opry Are, by the way, the poster is on sale out there. When we were filming that scene, I always think of things as I'm directing, and I thought, oh, it'd be kind of fun if Juanita, like, smacked Michael McRae, who played Wilson, next to her, and said, is Willie Nelson next? So I said, I was wanting to film this, and I said, Sarah, and you know, she was really feeble at the end, as you could see a little bit. You know, we lost Juanita right after we filmed this. She never got to see this movie. And I said, just smack Michael and say, is Willie Nelson next? And she goes, who's Michael? And I said, it's Michael McRae next to you. And she goes, oh. And I said, okay, action. So very slowly she gets up and she walks around. What the fuck is she doing? But we just kept rolling. And she just smacked the shit out of it twice. And the crew all laughed. And she goes, what's so funny? That was a good outtake. Well, y'all, Charlotte, Dale Pierce, everybody who helped us with this tonight, HRC, thank y'all so much. We love you. We will always come back.
And everybody's favorite Aunt LaVonda, Miss Ann Walker. And this little monkey freak's favorite therapist, Dr. Eve Rosemary Alexander. And at 83 years young, Wardell, Mr. Noodle Alexander.
I'll be brief. Thank you, Charlotte. We love you guys. It was such a great night for us at the screening, and we're just going to be here, around here, drinking with y'all now. So thank y'all so much.
I love you, Charlotte. Thanks for all the good times. It was great. Just great. I appreciate it.
No, thanks for the great reception. You guys rock.
And I'm just here to see Ginger Minge.
Well, Charlotte, we did it.
We did it.
We
walked right down that aisle without our hair on.
Yeah, you had your hair on.
Yes, I did.
Every time.
This was like, it was so special having y'all with us.
Absolutely.
Joining the trio, we became a quintet.
Yeah, and it's raining outside.
But it was great fun, and I got a Humanitarian Award.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
Which, you know what that means? You got to be real humanitarianish from now on.
Look it up. I got to make sure I know.
Yeah, you have a lot to live up
you don't
to
have
now.
to. You don't have to look it up because you live it every day. That's why you got it.
Oh.
Yeah.
On that sweet note, bye.
Bye. Congratulations, Ann Walker.